What's up, book nerds? I got two short stories for you, both by Ben Farthing. I found a circus tent in the woods behind my house, and I found Christmas lights slithering up my street. I liked both of these books, but I have a little bit of a problem with the Christmas one, and I'll get to that. Generally, I have a problem when writers do this specific. So, I found a circus tent behind my house. They're both equally as creepy. If you're afraid of clowns or circuses, this one will freak you the fuck out. By the way, these are only in, uh, you know, there's no hardcovers for them. Anyways, this guy with his child, I think he's like five-ish, carryable toddler, finds this giant circus tent behind his house. They think it's a neighbor being a dickhead or something. Doesn't even get that close, and the circus just start off like encompasses him and his son. And tell you the truth, the biggest horror isn't the freaky clowns or the weird monster clown circus shit that's in there. Although it is creepy and very like he does a very good job of making it them scary. What the real horror is this the main character, the father, will not let go of his son. He will not put him down. This ordeal probably takes hours and hours. There's no real time of passage, but the whole time he will not. If he does put his son down, he never lets go of him. Like there's not one point. There is one point that he kind of lets go of him, and that leads to like a very. It's kind of a pretty fucked up ending because you don't really know who's who, but but just to say like it is you feel this father's legs and his arm and him just like his body just that's the real the horror is this guy is doing everything to be a good father and save his son from this crazy bullshit that's going on that it 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 almost makes you claustrophobic because just how he's writing like this father trying to do everything right and like not let go of his son and save his son. That I think that created the most tension in the book, and he did a fucking great deal there. And the ending is kind of it's up there, it's out there, it's creepy. It has you going, what the fuck? So yes, 100%. I mean, I'm a Farthing fanboy, so this short story definitely read it. I like this one. This one was creepier. Uh, so basically, it starts out with some young boys, abandoned house. They're decorating it because boys trying to bring Christmas back into like his family's life because the year before his sister broke out to go look at the Christmas lights up the hill in this new build area, and she ends up dying, gets frozen to death, and but he notices at the beginning of the book he notices like lights in the sewer, and it's like literal like snake Christmas lights going through the sewer. Well, he ends up breaking out Christmas Eve night. All this weird shit starts happening, like house across the street from his buddy, uh, like so like there's these carolers with no mouths, but they're like caroling somehow, not really singing, but like humming. The homeowner of that house gets turned into a Christmas light deer. Like every house gets turned into something crazy. Like the kid's grandmother at the house that they're at gets like it gets turned into like a large Christmas lights, and her body parts end up in the Christmas lights because she ends up opening the door. Bunch of like people start figuring out what's going on, and they're like a lot of people fucking die. Um, the ending's still good, but it pisses me off a little bit, and this is what I was talking about at the beginning. Is you have all this crazy shit happen, but there was no consequences to it. Everyone lives. Everyone lives. They went through this horrible shit, grant you, but the people don't really remember what happened. There's it just like a jump in time. They're like, whoop, whoop. Oh, I guess everything's normal, except for the people that survived it. Um, he writes a great story of like claustrophobia and like people saving each other so other people can do things, and then at the end it's just, well, we solved the problem, everyone's okay. I think maybe in a story, and like I said, I'm a Farthing fanboy. This is just one where I actually have a critique him a little bit. Uh, Maybe not have as many people die or get maimed or injured, but you keep the consequences of those people dying. Like pretty much mostly everyone dies that they run into, except for like the main characters, which is like three boys, I believe. Their families die and all that shit. But at the end, they come back after they do whatever they do. They figure out what's going on. Like maybe just have like less people die, or all of them die, and keep it that way. I think that's more horrific. Like, but I understand you can't always have like crazy dire consequences that really bums people out. But they're horror books, you know what I mean? Um, Not everyone can win all the time. So definitely yes. I definitely recommend both of these. Um, they're going up in my Ben Farthing collection for sure, which is growing. But yeah, two great short stories. That's kind of why I'm doing them together. And actually, I got some time to actually record these. I finished these a month ago. But yeah, go check his shit out, especially his short stories. They're fucking super creepy. I got two more, I think, of the I Found series. But yeah, uh, made it this far. I'd appreciate if you followed me on my other stuff. Stream on Twitch, like on Saturdays when I'm not, on call and stuff. So if you go follow me on all those other things, Fable, I do written reviews of books. I'd appreciate it. All right, go read, nerds. Bye.